So let's now talk about SIP trunking. And uh, for an introduction, we can just talk about what is it? I mean, from a high level, what is SIP trunking? And SIP trunking is like a virtual phone line. It's like it connects, it uses the session initiation protocol, SIP, to connect your PBX, and we'll make this bigger. There's some nuance here. To the public switch telephone network, the legacy line, and then also to other VoIP lines using internet protocol. So like soft phones, that sort of thing. That's so why does it exist? Why does SIP trunking exist? Okay. Well, businesses used to need physical phone lines like copper, PRI, T1E1, right? And now SIP trunks eliminate that by using the internet or private IP links. So again, this is going back to a previous point that we made in a previous video about voice over IP in general. It's much cheaper, it's more efficient to use voice over IP versus using the public switch telephone network. Lower cost, so we can go over the benefits, right? Benefits. Lower cost, flexibility, right? I mean, we're getting all the benefits of the internet here. Supports, again, flexibility of, or sorry, the benefits of the internet. Supports voice, video, and messaging. All right. So those are the benefits. I'm going to highlight this. We can go over to how SIP trunking works. How SIP trunking works. All right, how SIP trunking works. So components, talk about the components. Enterprise PBX. Enterprise PBX handles internal extensions. Handles internal extensions. SIP trunk provider. SIP trunk provider. It's like your phone company in the cloud, right? And then session border controller secures, right? Let's just highlight that security of SIP traffic. All right. And then PSTN, we can stop bolding that, PSTN and other VoIP networks, the outside world, right? So these are the components of SIP trunking. We got the PBX, we got the SIP trunk provider, right? Which could be like your phone company in the cloud. And then you have your SBC for security, and you know, you could have other things going on with the SBC to help with you know, as a gateway. And then you can have PSTN and the other VoIP networks that are going to be interfacing with you with the SIP trunk. So call flow example, you know, and I'll just put this here. Call flow example. Employee dials an external number. Okay. With not just an extension that's on the same PBX, or dialing out of the PBX. So you dial an external number. PBX sends a SIP invite which is the call or the protocol, the invite through the trunk, right? SIP provider routes the call to the PSTN. Okay, and this is like if we're going to be using the PSTN. Reverse happens, and then the reverse happens for inbound calls. Now this can also be done with the PSTN or just IP. If you're calling another VoIP phone or soft phone, you're just going to use the internet protocol, and it just routes the call through the internet. So there's a nuance. So I'll just put routes the call or through IP, and then the reverse happens. All right, and so let's talk about some security considerations. Security considerations. Risks. Oops, sorry about that. Get rid of that. And we'll go over risks. Some security considerations, risks, toll fraud, hackers making international calls, DDoS, distributed denial of service, just sending a lot of input in doing a SIP flood. Caller ID spoofing, eavesdropping, and this is really important if you're not using encrypted SIP or secure signaling, or you're not using secure voice like SRTP, secure RTP, SIP trunks, right? We can use SIP over TLS for secure signaling. We can use SRTP for secure voice. We can use SBCs for DOS, for denial of service protection, and as a firewall. And we can use strong authentication and rate limiting. So set up some protections for that. So deployment models, direct internet SIP trunking. It's the cheapest but highest risk because you're going to be using direct internet. Private SIP over MPLS or VPN. It's more secure but higher cost. And hybrid, split traffic for resiliency. So SIP trunking is so just to finish this out, let me just zoom back out here. We talked about SIM trunking today, and it's the bridge between your PBX and the outside world. It's cheaper, more flexible, and more powerful than traditional lines, but only if deployed with the right security architecture. So making sure that we have SRTP and SIP over TLS, and we're using our SBCs effectively. So, and with that, I'll let you go. Thank you.